This is the Big Chillin Podcast.
All right. That's not how you want that to end,
Nope.
but that was a wild event, to say. I don't know, to put it into a couple words.
The event was crazy.
That's
What
not
event?
how that's supposed to go.
No.
It was the McGregor fight.
Oh, that
Yeah.
one. I thought that one was great. Sorry, I thought we were talking about
Okay, that was the one that did. I guess we should start with that one because that's
Yeah, we'll start at the top 'cause that's the most boring.
Yeah. There was only one round. At the end of the first, Conor McGregor broke his leg
Yep.
in devastating fashion.
Yeah.
I guess it was similar to Silva and Weidman, but oh my
Lower
God.
down. It was probably a couple, maybe 2 or 3 inches lower. I didn't measure their bone or anything, but that's just my guess because it happened right above the ankle. It looked, which made it confusing for us. But at the end, when we saw the
We didn't
slow
really know what
motion-
happened. It ended,
Yeah, he
like the
just
round
fell.
ended, and we thought he was maybe stunned a little bit.
Yeah, we thought he knocked him. I
Yeah.
thought we were gonna see like, oh shit, he's gonna start pounding on him, ground and pound,
Yep.
and that's gonna be the end of the round. But no, he realized.
We were thought, okay, he's saved by the bell. There's gonna be round two, and then they started showing his ankle, or like showing him laying there, and I was like, there's a little bump, a couple more bumps
Yeah.
you want in there.
Yeah, we were like, this is.
And I was
broken.
like, shit, that's his leg. Oh no, that's his ankle.
So yeah, and then we saw the slow motion of him stepping back, and then the initial break happening, like the final
Yeah.
structural failure.
That little, like,
structural failure.
Twist thing when he was
Yeah.
putting pressure on it to punch.
Yeah, and then after he stepped back to basically like after the punch, like he was trying to go forward, and it basically slipped off of
Other
itself.
part
I
of the
think.
bone,
Yeah, it you know, like when I
like
don't
an
know.
alien.
Yeah, like when a tree stump just like
Oh.
slips off or whatever the hell, that kind of happened, and it just fell off of its axis, or it fell off of its point of whatever connection or where it broke, and it just twisted around, and his foot kept going. And luckily, it was not more disgusting. It wasn't as disgusting,
yeah,
luckily,
no.
as the Chris Weidman one, because he stepped down fully on the leg with like all his body weight. But oh my
And
god,
the thing is, the aftermath of this
yeah,
whole
it was
thing.
just weird.
I don't even know what to like. All right, so he's still sitting on the canvas,
Yeah.
broken leg, laying up against the fence, still
Hey,
talking shit.
Yeah,
To Poirier, and he probably wanted to talk first into the mic or whatever. But I couldn't believe they interviewed him.
me too.
Joe Rogan
I
is
was, like,
just laying
stunned. He's
on,
just
or
sitting
on
there.
the floor with the mic next to the guy that I think they just reset his leg.
They
I
were
don't know
doing
if
it
they
as he was
injected him with
talking to him.
anything.
The
Yeah, they
medical
were still
staff was
working on
working on him. He's like, like
They
as
may
he's-
have injected him with some like pain shit.
Yeah, but like you
Um,
could hear his like he's like or whatever the
You
hell.
could
he's
hear it
like
was very
yelling
Irish.
in Irish. Yeah, the
And I was
Irish
like, oh
pain.
wow, that's not good.
Yeah,
He was
Oh my God.
handling it well I guess because of adrenaline, but I feel like I would have just gone
I
to
would have
sleep.
freaked out. I would have puked if I
Oh,
saw
for
that.
sure,
shit
I'd
down
have
my
puked
leg.
all over the
Would
place.
have passed out.
Maybe both.
Ridiculous. But yeah, basically,
Puked in my sleep.
he's just sitting there up against the fence. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's just sitting there up against the fence, and like,
I'll fucking kill you.
yeah, it's so ridiculous.
But he would. Once they gave him the mic,
It was weird.
let's talk about Poirier's speech because
It was pretty
that was
level-headed
interesting.
and
He was
fascinating.
saying, "Yeah, he broke his leg. I checked a kick
Which
earlier in
makes
the
sense.
fight.
That's
I
how you
felt
break.
it. I thought that's probably when it happened." He was like, "Yeah, I gotta watch the fight and figure it out." But he threw a bunch of low kicks, and they hit. I mean, I don't know if all of them hit or if none of them hit. People are like, "Oh, he checked all of them," or "He didn't check any of them." Well,
That's
obviously,
insane.
it can't be either one of those.
Yeah, I mean, the only way that happens is a check. Is Connor suggesting that he broke his own leg to like?
He's like, "I
psych
did that
him
to
out.
myself."
Yeah, psyched him out. That's my strategy. Psych him out. Break my own leg. What? What are you gonna do?
I was gonna choke him with it later on in the
Yeah.
fight. He tried two guillotines.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. One,
That was really
one
weird
for
to
each
see.
arm. Yeah,
That was really weird to see. No one thought that was gonna be a thing, but Poirier was
different attacks.
obviously not ready for that. But he's been doing that for a long time. He knows how
Yeah.
to get out of that.
Yeah, I
For
mean,
sure.
he's a wrestler, so he knows how to do that. Look at his ears. There's no way he doesn't know how to get out of that.
Yeah, you could tell. Look
Which
at their
is my
ears if you're
stomach.
about to get into a fight with somebody.
Yeah, check their ears. Like, hold on, let me check your ears out.
me
Looks
get
like
out
you
my
can
little
wrestle
thing
pretty
with
good.
the light.
Let's just go back to arguing, calling people bitches or
Yeah.
calling each other bitches.
But he called his wife. McGregor, as soon as he got the mic, was doing all that stuff again. But all right. So the McGregor speech. Sorry, I keep getting off track. This was an exciting time. Okay. Obviously not. I mean, it was like devastating for whatever was going on. But you don't want it to end that way because they only fought a round.
Yeah.
And there was a lot of people saying that Poirier he was gonna win. Anyway, you don't know that. Even if he was decimating in the first round, which I don't think it was a 10-8 or
Yeah.
anything. But you never know. People have come back from crazy fights or getting hit in the face.
Yeah, pretty
you know?
much. So.
It happens. Sometimes you lose a round and win the next one. It's part of the sport.
Yeah.
But Poirier's speech, he
Let's get to that.
immediately said
Sorry.
that he checked the kick, and then basically all that murder talk or you were gonna kill me,
Yeah, that was weird.
that type of stuff, that's unwarranted. I don't care. Or he's like, I don't care about if you like trash talk or whatever, but that's a little much. And then he said, I hope you get home safe to your family and
Yeah.
kids. You're a dirtbag.
You piece of shit.
He's
I
like,
hope you get.
That doesn't mean I
Yeah.
think you're a nice guy. I hope you don't like have serious problems after this. But
Yeah.
I mean, it's not like he was like, I hope you get better. He was like, I hope you return, safely and stuff to your family
Yeah.
for their sake.
Hilarious.
But for their sake. But yeah,
Oh,
man. And he also said he had some good lines. I'll give it to him.
Yeah.
He said, I thought this was good in the first time I saw it. I don't know.
Did you watch the
Um,
press conference? Because I did not.
I did.
It's like an hour and 23.
No, I didn't watch that entire thing.
Okay.
No.
Just like the clips.
There was like a 6-minute.
Okay, I didn't see
clip.
those yet.
He got interviewed by Rogan and then by Megan Olivey or something. I don't really know how to pronounce her last name.
I forgot to.
But
Yeah, I'm sure those will be in my algorithm because you watched it. So
yeah,
it'll be fine.
yeah, for sure. And
Videos.
he said, what was it? Okay, so I gotta set this up because McGregor said that Poirier would leave in a coffin or a stretcher. I believe he said both.
Yeah.
And McGregor ended up leaving in a stretcher
Yep.
due to a freak accident, obviously.
Yeah.
He said, Karma is not a bitch. She's a mirror.
She's a mirror.
Karma's not a bitch. She's a mirror. I like that. He didn't graduate 9th grade and he came up with that.
Yeah, it's pretty good. He probably saw it somewhere, but yeah, it's pretty good.
maybe. But I'm giving him the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's a mirror. Just like basically, guess you affect yourself or whatever he says.
Yeah,
I don't
and
know. What they say
so the
affects
thing
you.
is,
Explain that.
then they gave the mic to McGregor.
And then he's like, I disagree.
He's like, I did that to myself. I just to psych you out. No, I don't know. He didn't do anything like that. But he said I had him rattled. I was destroying this man.
Is that what he said?
Yeah, he was like.
Did you see the subtitle one? Because we had
I
no
didn't see
idea
a
what he
subtitle,
said.
but if you watch it from like the beginning, he was like, I had him buzzed or something. I forget
Probably
what word
did.
he used. He did. He hit him with a couple.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah, he got
Uh,
some good damn punches in there, and I.
and he got
Knocked
some good
some
elbows
slobber.
to the head from that one position.
Those were good, yeah.
He's active.
Yeah.
It's not like he didn't land anything. He landed a lot of really heavy leg strikes, which ended up
Yep.
potentially breaking
Yeah.
his leg later on in the fight. But yeah, he was still talking shit about a guy's wife while sitting there with a broken leg. That was
Yeah,
kind of
that
was
was weird.
I was
like,
getting shades
"Wow,
of
this is-"
Anakin when he was on the lava shoreline on that one. He's like,
Hilarious.
and Obi-Wan was like, don't do it.
Which means
And he's
Connor-
like, no, but that, like, obviously it's not the same situation.
No, he's not. His legs aren't off. He's not on fire or anything near lava. And he
Yeah.
also didn't just murder a bunch of kids. Now he might beat up a bunch of kids. Now we don't know that because he
We
hasn't
have
gone
no idea
full
what's gonna
Anakin.
happen. He hasn't
Anakin.
gone full Anakin yet.
Yeah, he hasn't said any of that shit. But
And
he could
part of
just
me-
like
Question
You know.
whether we would see McGregor in the octagon again, or
Yeah.
or whether we would see these two, let alone whether we would see these two fight again.
I don't think
And then I
we
watched.
have to question it all.
I went to bed thinking, oh man, we may not see these guys fight again. He may not be the same. And then this morning thinking, you know what? Chris Weidman was walking around, Anderson Silva was fine like after 6 months or something, a year.
Yeah, and like with the thing is with is it gonna happen again? As soon as Dana White saw that, he's like, oh my god, we're gonna make so much.
He's like, Poirier
money.
fights for the title, beats Oliveira, and then they fight for gold. And then as soon as McGregor's healthy, then we build that fight up, and it's the biggest event in UFC history once again.
Yeah, again, it's the biggest event ever. Again.
The thing that made me think is that this isn't the last we see of them in a fight. I watched a lot of stuff this morning again. Not a lot of stuff, but I watched a couple of videos. And the first thing out of Connor's mouth was, "This is not over. This is
hilarious.
weird. It's not over." I forget how he said it, but he was doing that, and on the way out, he was riling up the crowd still. And then I guess message this morning with the whole Joker vibes.
Yeah.
You need people like me in this world or something. And after watching some of that footage with Dustin, he said, when he was asked, "Is this the end of you two, and is this the end of that rivalry?" He said, "No, we're fighting again, whether it's in the octagon or on the sidewalk." I don't know if that's just more talk for the whole thing. Obviously, you can't. People are like, it's all scripted. You can't script breaking your leg in half. You can script all the stuff afterwards, I guess, if you just play into it. But I think that's real. That's a real.
Looks like a real leg break to me.
Heat. No, I mean heat. Like rivalry between them. Definitely a real leg break. Pretty amazing if they were able to not.
It's back, bro. Yeah. It's scripted. He scripted. Bro. They had surgery before, and then it broke because that's the way they said it.
Yeah, bro. Hagrid cast that spell on his leg there. Made it go soft. That wasn't good. Was that Hagrid in the movie?
Oh God.
Snape. No, that was the one guy. That was a fake.
Professor Quirrell.
Quirrell.
Yeah.
He was a fake wizard.
Yeah, he's trying to cast a spell on Harry's broom, but then Snape tried to fight the spell. But then Hermione.
No, not that guy. Not that guy. Not Voldemort head guy. Oh, I'm talking about the guy in Chamber of Secrets. Actually, the guy that had all the books written about him. Sorry, everybody. This is important.
Is that Tom Riddle or something?
No, not Tom Marvolo. Tom Marlboro. She was smoking a lot of cigarettes at that time. When she was writing that book. What was the guy's name that was like the guy that supposedly had all these adventures where he slayed dragons and beat other wizards and creatures?
Oh, it was Gilderoy Lockhart.
Gilderoy Lockhart.
Yeah.
It's the guy that made
hilarious.
Harry Potter's arm all
floppy
like that. Anyway, they're going to fight again. And he'll be back. Maybe McGregor faces Nate Diaz in a year.
Yeah, I think that's
either
way.
He's never going to face Khabib now. That's kind of out the door. He probably wasn't obviously before, but in my mind, if he beat Poirier last night, then beat Oliveira, and looked good doing both, there was a chance that maybe Khabib comes back and beats him again or fights him again for whatever reason.
Yeah, probably.
No reason to.
Yeah. Khabib is not going to come back and fight Conor now. But he'll get the old,
The aftermath of that was not. After both of those fights, it was probably due to McGregor. All of his antics beforehand. I don't know. They came out pretty aggressive. Continue with what you're saying.
Oh no, it's just like no, it's fine. It's he's gonna get the old intermedullary rod in his leg, and he'll probably come back just like Chris Weidman is coming back. And there's no way they're not gonna fight again. Even if they won, I was gonna say earlier they were gonna. Even if they won together, even if it was a draw, even if Conor won. I don't know, I keep doing this shit. Even if Conor won, it would be a fight again. Even if Poirier won, it would just be an ongoing thing. They're going to keep on fighting as long as they can to make money.
Yeah.
And Dana White's not going to let it. He's like, there's no way he's going to be satisfied with any of this shit. He's like, yeah, this is a good one. This is it.
I mentioned that other line from Poirier. Let's talk about the greatest line possibly ever delivered after a UFC fight. Even during the most watched one ever.
What was it? I can't remember.
Anyone booing right now.
Oh yeah.
Can kiss my whole asshole.
Yeah, that's
was
what
it. Lick my whole asshole or kiss?
Yeah.
I think it was kiss my whole ass. He said that.
That was hilarious.
Joe Rogan was dying. That's hilarious that he would even think to say that.
Yeah, everyone in here who's booing, all the booing or whatever, he just addressed it immediately. He's like, yeah, you can kiss my whole asshole.
And they shut up. They were like, yeah, I guess we could do that.
like, fine, come here.
I'm surprised they didn't boo more or like throw things, but
Yeah, that
That
was
was-
crazy.
that wasn't good.
No, the
Um,
whole thing ended horribly.
And there was the
Uh,
whole thing. The lead up to that was great. There were other great fights and like events during that. The stars were out.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm not even talking about the Kardashians or whoever was at the
Kinda
event.
gross. And that's another
Blink-182
thing.
drummer.
Yeah, well, that's another thing. I saw this one guy who looked like this is another Harry Potter reference coming up. Look out! It was Harry Potter weekend.
Harry
I think we watched
Potter
it on Harry
and
Potter weekend.
Fighting. I don't know. That was, I'm getting some semblance of a title coming. I don't know.
Yeah, the woman or it could have been a woman. I don't know. The guy who was there looks like Mona's dad from fucking Harry Potter. It was really weird. He was the
Oh.
guy with the sparkly stuff like all over him. He had a huge
Oh.
like
I
sparkly
know this
jacket
guy
and a
now.
bizarre like black hat. I don't know.
There were
what the
some
hell that was.
characters there.
But yeah, it just reminds me of like as I was seeing that, they're like, "Oh, look who's here!" The celebrities, Steve-O Stamps, like, "Hey, what's up, everybody?" And the crowd's going up. I'm like, "Oh my god, yeah, this is we're coming toward the end of the empire because this is like in Greek times or Roman times. It would be like, and the latest celebrities like, "Oh, Achilles is here." He just stands up, and like, "Ah, we love you." And they
Love
throw
you.
bread and roses at him or something.
Yes, as a lion rips apart
Yeah,
like a
as
couple
someone
of
dies.
people
Yeah.
in the arena.
And then they're like, whoever the Kardashians were of that time, I don't know, Cleopatra's daughters or something. They're there. And everyone's like,
Yeah.
"Oh wow, cool." That's so
funny.
hilarious. But yeah, this is basically kind of not coming full circle, but just basically going into that, but a more
Full
advanced
octagon.
version. We have full octagon basically. We have an arena, just guys fighting. We're like, yeah, just do that now. Fuck it.
It's the greatest thing ever,
Yeah.
but I hate it when it ends in an
Yeah.
injury like that.
It's not good.
These leg kicks, man.
Yeah, they're dangerous. They should probably get rid of them now that they've taken out the best in the game. Can we probably get rid of them? Maybe, or just like say don't do it
Well,
because you're gonna
nope,
break your leg.
because I guess they're a part of it, and people will learn now not to break their leg.
That's pretty
I
cool.
don't know. Maybe they'll stop doing it.
Yeah, maybe they should like get better positioning before they throw like a crazy leg kick back to back. Yeah, let's see what.
Will
else
they be
we
the
got.
same after this?
Probably.
Will we be the same after this?
That is the question. Were we even the same before?
Will we be again?
Yes. When are we? No, that's
Okay.
so stupid.
There were other things though. There was other. Let's talk about another weird
But
ass
the
injury.
Ryan Hall one? Or, no, okay.
Okay,
no,
we'll
that's-
talk
no,
about
no.
that too.
What's a weird injury? Let's talk.
Let's
We're
talk
on the
about the
subject
injury.
of injuries.
Okay,
Yeah.
there was a
those
headbutt
out of the way.
accidentally between these two women,
Yeah.
and
Turned
one
into
of
a
them.
Cyclops.
Yeah. Their third eye opened up, her chakras aligned, and then
Oh my God.
it was very weird. I thought they were gonna stop that. That's a puncture wound. It
That
looked like
was-
she got stabbed with a sword in the like middle of her forehead.
Yeah, or like a sword
not
just
all the
came,
way.
just
Yeah,
like chopped her a little
no.
bit, like someone
Like-
was swinging around
Yeah,
like her own person, and it like tapped her on the forehead.
that wasn't good.
Wow,
Gushing blood out of it.
I
That was
mean,
like real
yeah.
blood. That was like surgical blood. I don't know.
I was clotting going on. I mean, there was a deep, deep wound. It was over an inch wide. I mean, that was probably 2 inches
Yeah.
wide. I mean, I don't.
Kept fighting. These are the toughest people I've ever seen.
And it's gross because like that's gonna get punched, and which it did, and her just pouring blood,
Yeah,
and it looked
she was
like,
laughing.
Yeah, it's weird. She
Smiling.
looked like a cyclops, literally,
she
with the
did.
blood, especially like she had her eyes kind of closed. It looked like the other eye was just opened up, looking at her. It was disgusting.
McGregor's laughing like a maniacal, like the Green Goblin as he's getting carried away by his stretcher. Like what is
when
this?
he was laughing?
I think he was getting the crowd riled up and like
No.
he's like
Ugh.
I'm pretty sure
What a
smiling
weirdo.
out there.
Yeah, I don't know. He's just a psycho from Ireland. So I mean, why don't
He wants to fight again. I
Yeah.
think he may fight for the next 10 years now. I don't
he
know.
has permanent alcoholic psychosis, I think, from
Maybe.
just living in Ireland.
Great guy. Would love to have him
Yeah,
on
it's
the podcast.
really cool. But that
The third eye
I think
opened up.
Dustin Poirier
She
would be
kept
better,
fighting.
more chill.
I would love to have Poirier. He's a great guy. Like an actual great
Yeah,
guy.
he would actually be probably more fun to talk to. A little bit, just
He's from Florida. He probably has
Ask
some
him
interesting
stuff.
things to say.
yeah,
yeah.
people from Florida just have wild shit that happens.
That like
Have
they don't
wild
even
shit to
mention
talk about.
because they're like everybody.
Like, yeah, it's normal. Everybody does this.
Everybody has that.
Oh my god.
They kept fighting with that third eye, and she lost. But that was nasty. I thought that was gonna open up more. She didn't punch her in the forehead much after that.
Yeah, we were saying like, what if she just got scalped, or what if just the whole forehead right across was just open? There's no way they would have let that keep going if it got any worse, but it got way worse. I mean, I'm shocked. And then like also, we'll get to that. But yeah, I think that's pretty much the.
Yeah.
What else? It's just a headbutt, but that was the worst collision we've seen. Yeah, definitely the hardest one.
That was not good.
Besides oh my God, Devin Booker or with that cool guy.
Patrick Beverly.
Yeah, Patrick fucking Beverly. God. Yeah, that was funny.
Good.
On purpose. But
Sean O'Malley had one of the best
that's what I was gonna
performances,
say.
or the best performance we've seen since Max Holloway, hitting
yes.
700 something strikes.
Yeah, I mean, I was
And,
gonna get to the when I said also and pause. I was like, no, wait, we gotta get all the shit out of this because I didn't want to switch subjects. But yeah,
My bad.
No. I pretty much that's
We
pretty
can
much
talk
all
about
we
that
can
one
get
or
out
the
of
Ryan
one.
Hall.
No, let's talk about this one first because the Ryan Hall one's really funny.
Yeah, that was hilarious.
Yeah, but like the Sean O'Malley, this guy came in 10 days notice. We weren't feeling great
Chris,
for him.
The Terminator.
Chris the T800 Cholio, what?
Matino.
Sorry, Cholio.
Cholio. I thought you said Pedrolio.
Chris Petrolio. Oh my God, yeah. Sorry, don't come after me. There's nothing I can do to get you away.
You can't put him away. You can hit that guy with a chair, a baseball bat, a guitar.
You just break a wooden chair on his head. He doesn't care.
And he's coming straight for you still.
Just have the guitar around his neck. Just
He made a name for himself on the Conor McGregor
did.
card.
That's awesome. Well,
10
we
days
knew he
notice.
was not. Even if he lost, he was
Yeah.
not going to go away.
We knew there was a
UFC.
reason they put
Yeah.
him in this fight.
Yeah.
Quit the paint factory job. Last week,
Yeah.
so we could do this fight.
It's amazing.
Knew he was probably gonna get pieced up by
Yeah.
Sir
who cares?
Mix
He's
a lot,
gonna-
Sean.
Is
O'Malley.
Sir Mix-a-Lot?
No, it's Sugar Sean O'Malley.
Sir Mix-a-Lot.
But he was dribbling a basketball in between, like a fake basketball in between his punches.
That was insane, dude. I could
That
not
was on a
believe
different
just the
level.
showboating.
Yeah,
He was playing with his food so
He's an
much. He could have
entertainer,
ended
man.
him. He was like, "Nah, I'll keep this." The thing is, that's
What a
what he's doing.
fighter though.
He probably
What a
knew he
level
could
of-
leg kick the shit out of him or knock him out, but he kept the fight going. That's why leg
Yeah.
kicks suck.
He was getting he was getting pressured the entire time, kind of having to throw off his back foot, but doing so much damage without putting him
It
away.
was crazy.
Matino is one of the toughest people I've seen.
could not believe the damn. This guy took an entire UFC career's worth of damage in one night.
Him versus Nate Diaz, 10 rounds.
I would, yes, 10 rounds, unlimited rounds. The one who quits
they
is
hit
the loser.
Oh my god. They're just gonna fight for 40 years straight.
Get the doctors out of there. Don't let them in. Lock them out. Chain
Lock
the doors.
doctors
It's a
in the
chain the
room.
door match or whatever.
No,
The
don't.
doctors have been arrested. Get them out of here or whatever they do. But yeah, that was insane. I couldn't believe the amount of punches, the accuracy, dude. He could hit him from anywhere. He cannot miss, as DC was saying.
That was one of the more accurate
It's really.
performances I've seen.
And the corner, of course, he was saying was like, all right, we're gonna need you to probably bob your head
Move
a
your head
little.
around.
Just maybe not keep it so much in the center, directly right in front of his punches. All right.
Easier said than done, I guess.
Absolutely.
But oh my god,
I just could not believe the lack of defense. But I mean, he
was that a good stoppage?
that was hilarious. What made me laugh was the fact that they stopped it 14 minutes and 30 seconds in, and they're like, "Yeah, it's enough damage. 30 seconds more, and he's fucked. That's it."
He was
What?
taking so much brain damage.
What?
O'Malley said that that
Yeah,
saved him some
yeah.
years, probably.
Yeah, I don't know how many years they saved him with 30 seconds. They
I
let him
think
go
once
14 and a
Herb Dean saw
half
like
minutes.
24 strikes in a row without one thrown back.
Yeah.
He was like, all right, that's
There's
about
no
it.
defense. There's
That's about
nothing.
it. He was landing like every punch he threw.
It looked like he didn't know where he was. Like when at the end of the second round, he's like kind of walking around a little
Yeah.
funny. Sort
There
of.
was a couple times where
stumbling.
O'Malley caught fire and was just like teeing off and like
Dude, there were 3 rights back to back that were so fucking fast. I could not believe it was
His
within a
fucking face.
second. His head was bouncing back. I could not believe it. I cannot believe how fast Sean O'Malley is. I mean, that is a real basically I was exposition or whatever of his just talent of how fast and accurate of a fighter he is. Because holy shit, I mean he's knocked people out and done that. That's cool.
just on a different level.
But just seeing that like
he said this knockout was for the Phoenix Suns and then didn't knock him out. But
it was a
he
TKO.
did
But
all
like,
that. It was a Terminator.
oh my god, that was just insane, and I could not believe. I mean, what did he take? Like 219 hits. They put the stats up like at the beginning of the third round, and it was like 144 to the head, and then like 17 to the body, and like 2 to the leg. Nothing but headshots. That guy,
Same
he probably
spot,
feels
over and
hungover
over.
today. He probably feels like he got
more
hit by
than
a
hungover.
car today.
Yeah.
how do you wake up? It must be terrible waking up. Yeah, I was like, well,
I don't think you wake up.
Swollen,
For
your
a
whole
couple-
face
yeah,
is
your whole-
swollen.
Try to take a shower.
Oh my god! You just like literally put an ice
Pain.
bag on your face, I guess, all day. You take a shower to wash off like the dried blood that you probably have in your mouth and shit, and like all
And then
over
like
you.
2 days later, you're back boxing in the gym again. He
Oh my
already kind
God.
of was starting to talk like Nate Diaz.
Yeah, after that fight.
Before the fight.
Oh, no.
So
Well, I mean, that's
Yeah.
fine. He should
this
totally
is the
fight.
sport that we like. You know.
Yeah, that's it.
And Ryan Hall is
Quite
the
brutal.
Imanari roll master.
That's the fight. The Ryan Hall fight. That fight was so funny.
We almost didn't come inside. We were like,
Yeah.
hey, you know, this jiu-jitsu master is he's a genius. He very philosophical. He's been on like Freeman. We should go
Yeah.
inside and watch this. We almost
Should be a
stayed
good
outside,
fight.
but
9 Imanari rolls later
9 heel hook attempts later.
in a row.
I thought he was gonna grab that heel hook
Me too.
at some point.
All
but
the attempts he took in a row were crazy, and the guy just kept on like
Yeah, one after the
dancing out
other.
of it. He's like, yeah, that's how you get out.
he kept putting his head to like the same side.
Yeah.
He eventually just that was bouncing your head off the floor. That wasn't good.
Yeah, well, he like the problem was he kept on doing the Imanari rolls, and like when he would get in a wrestling thing,
I
he
ordered
would
the Imanari
roll.
rolls last time we were at Fuji Sushi. I think.
Was it good? The Imanari roll.
Yeah.
It's got like kiwi and stuff. But like, he just kept on doing that, and as he got in the wrestling, he would just roll more. So he wasn't even actually trying to get any holds. It seemed like he didn't. I never saw
He was
him
trying
grapple.
to grab hold of that leg. to do
That's all he
something
wanted.
with,
Was like, all right, guys. He probably bet a lot of money that
he had
did
some
a heel hook.
kicks. Like that
Yeah,
was
he had
it.
a couple of kicks. That
I
was
don't.
it.
I don't know if he threw many hands in that
I
fight.
didn't see any hands thrown. A lot of hands thrown. But then he just kept on rolling around, and then the guy got him in a compromising position, got his arm behind his arm, and then started just punching the shit out of his face, and it looked like maybe Ryan was trying to get out for a second, but no, then he got knocked out and he started bouncing his head on the
then he
on the
just kinda go
canvas.
limp. That ain't good.
Yeah, that was one of the funniest fights I've seen, I think, so far. One of the funniest endings too, because
It
like,
was entertaining.
Yeah.
The whole time because you just didn't know if that was going to be effective or like what was going to happen there.
yeah, it was just so weird. Like it looked like he had him almost a couple of times, but literally that was the entire fight. Him Imanari rolling and the guy getting out of it, and then some wrestling, and then that was
Yeah.
it. It was very weird. Very weird.
What
and
else
then the
happened?
guy
Is that our?
oh my god, Duplessis or whatever. He got a
Duplessis.
good one. Good knockout. What was
Duplessis
it?
had an
A
interesting fight.
I forgot how that ended. Really, damn it! I don't know why I can't think of it right now.
Duplessis versus what was the guy that he was fighting was
Oh my god! Oh, he
Condit?
knocked him out.
No,
Yeah,
not
he
Condit.
bounced off the fence and then knocked him out right in the chin. Yes, and dropped him. Yes.
That's
It
what
looked like
was.
Duplessis was in trouble, and then he kind of came back and used the momentum of the fence to really deliver a nice, what is it? Nice shot to the button.
Right to the
They call it.
button.
And
Knocked him out. I think he got a hammer fist after that.
yeah, and then he he started going for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, South African guy.
Michael Pereira. I guess I was saying Michael Pereira this whole time. I guess it's Michel Pereira.
Yeah, Michel Pereira.
I can't even do that.
It took
wow.
me about 7 years to figure it out. of
Wow, you
trying.
know what?
Yeah,
That makes me feel better. I could learn.
probably. I mean, it feels
If I
like a
take
long time.
7 years, I could do it.
That was a terrible one too. But yeah, that was. I mean,
he was so entertaining.
that was a great fight.
Both of those guys were, like, at some points they were careful, and then once they
Yeah.
started throwing, they were not gonna stop
No.
throwing. They were just like, who did the Don Fry thing? Like the one thing where they just grabbed each other's heads and started punching each other.
Oh, that was.
I don't know.
man.
That was a prelim, I think.
That was. Oh my God! Why can't it? That was Gilbert Burns and. We didn't even talk about
Oh
that. It
my
was just
God,
so
'cause-
boring. We
all
kind of
right,
forgot about
We
it.
skipped over that entire fight because I thought that was gonna be a better one, but
Yeah.
looking back at it, it had all the elements that could make up a fight that wouldn't be as entertaining.
Yeah.
Wonder Boy knows about the power of Burns.
Yep.
Burns knows about the sneakiness of Wonder Boy. He's defensive. Neither one of them want to get caught with that one shot knockout. So they kept their distance. And then there was a little bit of clinch stuff and a little bit of wrestling. The crowd started booing, but Burns won that.
Yeah, the crowd hates wrestling.
There was a point where Thompson had a little flurry and looked like he could do stuff, but he didn't have
Yeah.
enough, or he didn't really have that power, I guess, in that portion of the fight.
Got a hard one in. There's one good
Yeah.
hard punch that he threw that was really nice. But yeah,
He
I
had
don't
some
know.
good ones. He had Burns covering up,
Yeah.
but
Yep.
tough.
Tough fight, you know. Yeah, but at least he didn't get knocked out or finished horribly
He
or
always
something
has a good
broken.
You know,
Huh?
he always has a good fight every time. Like,
Yeah.
You always think that he's gonna get knocked out, I guess, because he's a karate guy and he seems so nice, like such a nice guy. He would never hurt a guy.
Yeah, that's what he wants people
but
to
he's
think.
very evasive. He doesn't
Yeah.
take a lot of damage.
Yep.
But yeah, that's
And then let's see. After that, we were doing the Pereira. The guy fighting him had a physique like the Iron Giant. It was crazy.
It was interesting. He didn't
Shoulders.
have traps. He just had huge
Yeah, he just
shoulders
really
and
worked on shoulders
yeah.
a lot. I don't know.
looked like a robot. Like those were put on there.
Yeah, that one was oh my god, I don't know. I don't remember how that one ended either. I just
We were on the
remember,
phone halfway through.
Oh, yeah,
after
that's right,
Yeah,
yeah.
talking to Dad.
Yep, we were on the
Interesting.
phone.
But we pretty much saw it. They had some punches thrown. You know, that was
Yeah.
that was
I
the
wish I
thing.
had more notes about that one.
But all in all, what do we think? What do we think about that? What do we think?
Think about what?
Since we paid $90 for it, you know, like everybody else, because we would
Yeah,
never
hilarious.
do anything else
That's
other than
$90.
there's no other
So
option.
expensive.
There's no other
Yeah.
option. And you streaming it would take money out of the pockets of the fighters that
Yeah, you don't
they,
want that.
work so hard for. You know,
Yeah.
that 0.5% of the.
Yeah, you wouldn't
I
want
don't know what
the
percentage.
yeah. Ridiculous.
Wouldn't want Dana White to not have
pay the fighters more.
for $9.
Hashtag pay 'em more. But yeah, the let's see the.
I think that's.
that was pretty much at least
Yeah.
all I remember is like highlights in my mind.
We ate
personally.
amazing food.
Oh yeah, we barbecued some nice ribs for this event.
6
It's
hours.
funny. We didn't really take 4th of July as seriously as we took this one. We were like,
No, we were like,
4th
yeah,
of
4th of
July,
July,
we're like,
let's some burgers and
just chilling burgers, whatever. And then
And,
this one, ribs on the
we're like
grill.
the McGregor fight. That's
Made
the,
some special baked beans.
you know, they were a little different. He had a couple of elements to it.
Hilarious.
Those were great. First time we ever did those.
That's pretty good. Yeah,
Bacon
bacon and
stuff.
it's chopped up
Paprika.
bacon inside a pan or a saucepan. Take the bacon out, pour some of the bacon grease out, throw a whole onion in there. It was a small onion, so probably half a
Yeah.
large one.
You threw paprika.
Yeah, chop it in dices. You know,
You put Worcestershire.
saute and cook down the onion first. But yeah, Worcestershire,
A
paprika,
little bit of mustard.
a little bit of yellow mustard, like a tablespoon of smoked chipotles in adobo sauce.
That's the stuff.
yes,
That's
and then
the stuff right there.
I could have next time when I actually make some beans. I think I'm gonna do this 'cause I did this a while ago and it was actually not bad with just regular old like kidney beans and then other beans. So probably
Mm.
like a 3-bean baked bean thing.
3B baby.
Yeah, so I'll probably do that for this recipe next time. But I used a can of Maple Bush's baked beans, maple and bacon
Maple
or whatever.
bush. We should get a maple bush.
Yeah, yeah. Maple Bush beans.
The ribs were
Think so.
amazing though. We use that. We know how to
Yeah.
season them. Okay, we know how to smoke them.
Yeah, we don't salt and pepper 'em really. I mean, we might try that
There's
one
salt
day,
and
but
pepper
like,
in them.
yeah, there's salt and pepper
Uh,
the seasoning.
You
but-
use that brown sugar base, and then it's kind of like
Yep.
the flour that holds a fried chicken batter together. You put the whatever amount of brown sugar on the bottom, and pepper, equal parts, lots of pepper, paprika, garlic powder,
Mm-hmm.
and then you add some, onion powder,
Oh yeah,
a little bit of cayenne for spice.
delicious.
I didn't throw white pepper in this time.
Yeah, that
sometimes
would have
you
just
do,
made
but
it much
Yeah,
spicier.
cumin is important with the pork.
Yeah, it mixes with all the other
With the brown
seasonings
sugar and
delicious
salt.
like.
Oh, kosher salt as well.
Mm-hmm.
There may have been other stuff,
Yep.
secrets.
Some
3, 2,
people,
1 method.
yeah, the 3-2-1 method for the ribs, but some people like to use mustard as a binder for the sauce
We
or for the
didn't this
sauce
time.
for the rub.
You can.
The meat is already wet. I mean, it came out of like a moist animal, so it's already a moist animal.
Most Animal Productions.
That's hilarious. It's probably a T-shirt, moist animal. But basically, it came out of like the inside of an animal, so it's gonna be it's gonna have moisture on it already. So the seasoning sticks pretty well. But I guess mustard can be added if you want for a binder. But whatever. We tried that. I don't know. I haven't really noticed a difference with seasoning stick. Yeah, those were delicious. They
It's
came out nice and
classic.
sticky.
Meats, fights.
Oh yeah, meat and fighting.
Meat and fighting,
It's
it's
like
a-
how long has that been around? Probably thousands of years, tens of thousands of years. Eating a
Sweet, salted
Yeah.
meat.
Yeah.
It just gets better and better. There's some different rules to the fights and different rules to the meets.
Yeah.
But it's generally the same thing. Were we this is another thing that I thought of yesterday. Were we fair to the Tomorrow War?
I mean the thing is, I think we were because it did
Yeah, same.
follow.
It
What do we
sucked.
got to talk
No,
about
it
it again?
It didn't suck. No, but
No, we weren't. We were fair. That's
I was just saying, like,
pound the gavel.
where we knew going in that was what it was gonna be, I guess. That's the type of movie it is, gonna follow a formula and be that whole thing.
I will say one thing, and I don't know if this is a good thing. It's most likely bad. I could not find the earnings for the movie on Google.
Could not find the earnings. Huh?
Found the budget. Couldn't find the earnings. Maybe they're not out yet. It did come out very recently, so there's no box. So I don't know. I looked at box office. There's no box office anymore. The box office is probably over for like a lot of the things. But yeah, I don't know what Amazon made off of it.
Let's see. Let's check by the numbers.
Amazon profits. But yeah, I don't know. Probably maybe it made money back. Maybe it made a lot of money. I don't know.
Yeah, I can't really know.
Yeah, I'll look again. I guess
we'll
and
check
I'll
it
just
out.
randomly say it one time. But yeah, I mean the UFC
what it was,
stuff.
they
What
didn't-
else?
Well,
Huh? Oh, we're done with that. All right, we're done.
that's the UFC segment.
That's over.
We're on to the next part of the podcast,
Which is
where we
what?
discuss things. And yeah, I don't know if we held Tomorrow War to weird standards. I was just thinking, was it? I was like, it wasn't Independence Day, but I guess it wasn't gonna be Independence Day anyway.
Yeah.
And when Independence Day came out, people probably said, "Yeah, it's not Close Encounters of the Third Kind," but whatever.
Yeah, basically, I think that's what happens.
So maybe in like 10 years we'll be like, "Yeah, that wasn't too bad."
Yeah, I mean the crap that comes out 10 years from now. Be like,
Who
what?
knows?
Actually, I don't know.
But I guess
Oh,
that's
not bad.
the gist of that.
Hilarious.
Yeah, I saw this. Oh no, there was something else that happened last night. Team USA in basketball lost to Nigeria.
That
Team
is
Nigeria.
funny. We were laughing so hard. I think for like 5 minutes straight. My
That
face
makes
was sore.
no sense. What are we doing?
That was so funny. They had
It's an
Kevin
exhibition game. We got
Durant.
Kevin Durant, Damian Lillard. What was that sound? One of those throat noises.
Yeah, one of those
That'd be-
awesome Velociraptor throat noises that you get of a bubble escaping. God, drink some more water.
No, but this is on American Airlines yesterday.
Someone having fun.
Apparently, someone tried to jump out of the plane for whatever
Oh
reason.
my God, was it on
Tried
the
to
ground
leave.
or
She tried to
off?
leave. They were mid-flight this time. The other one, we got like clickbaited on this last week or on the last podcast
I
because it
remember
was
that.
like, oh, a person tried to jump off, like mid-flight, but it wasn't mid-flight. It was like while they're on the tarmac. This one,
On the terror.
I guess someone got a TikTok of.
Oh boy,
this-
it's on TikTok.
The
Don't
way,
worry.
here's the way they handled it. They
They
duct taped her to a chair.
fascinating. Is it on her mouth too?
Looks like it, and her hair. and
Is
shit.
this legal?
Do not know.
Is this
but
a
that's-
real picture?
doesn't seem like the.
Why do they have duct tape on a plane?
I don't know, but maybe that's the name
Just
of the
in case we
podcast.
had to
Name
duct
of the
tape
title.
someone.
Duct
What?
tape on the name of the title of the podcast.
Duct tape on a plane.
Yeah,
I like that.
tapes on a plane. I don't know.
Tape on a plane.
Well,
Duct
let's
tape is
see
pretty
this. Hopefully they don't show us an ad.
Show us.
You!
So now she's just like freaking out.
Here, let me get some volume on the situation and make this full screen.
She's just like claustrophobic.
I don't know. She had some sort of mental breakdown, they said, and wanted to get off the flight.
Yeah.
And they were like,
Here's
"Can
a
you
parachute.
wait till we're on the ground, please?"
Yeah, I mean, preferably being on the ground.
Look, they fucking an unhinged woman duct taped to an airplane seat. She
Oh.
allegedly attacked the flight crew and tried to open the door. And they
Holy
just duct taped her to
Yeah,
the
that's the
I guess-
answer nowadays. Is duct tape you to the chair.
American
finally.
Airlines.
So you're telling me that the 9/11 hijackers could have just been stopped with a roll of duct tape?
Well, they had weapons and weren't, I don't know, mentally
I
ill.
I still cannot.
60-something-year-old with.
Yeah, that's right. Never mind.
But
They
that's a
had
good
box
point. They should,
cutters.
They had
Yeah.
box cutters only.
If you have a roll of duct tape, you can deflect with you can deflect it. You can duct tape around your arm and have a fucking shield, bro.
That's true. That's true.
It's like, all right, hold on.
We have all of the duct tape, so we can make body armor suits for us. So we're okay.
It's like,
from the hijack.
all right, we're gonna need all the duct tape on the plane that we can find.
Like, all right. They fucking put on their suits, and then where are the hijackers? Oh, they're in the cockpit. The door's locked.
Yes, oh fuck. All right, duct tape the door shut.
All right.
So they can't get out.
So the women
That's
assaulted
hilarious.
and bit a flight attendant. Flight
Oh
attendant.
wow. So duct taping is it? That's really funny. How just literally duct tape is the way.
Yeah, it's,
Even
I like the music. Oh, can we even play this?
Oh man, shit.
Man, shit.
That was only 3 seconds. I would just turn this crap
Yeah,
off.
I'll mute that.
Yeah.
I hope I wasn't playing the whole time. I don't even know.
All right. So is she off the plane now? Or are they just
took
gonna
her to a hospital.
tie her to a gurney?
I guess that's what you do these days. But
So duct
What-
tape. That's
I
pretty
guess
funny.
what else were you supposed to do? You know, you're getting bit by a person.
Yeah, I mean, you might as well.
There's
Whip
a
out
human
the duct
person
tape.
biting you.
Yeah, it's pretty disgusting. Especially if it broke the skin, a person biting you. Pretty. Yeah. Well, I mean, that's one thing. Yeah. I mean, at least you didn't get beat up or something.
Yeah, she may have.
Duct tape.
I'm reading more. No, I guess.
Probably just did what was necessary to
there's-
stop her from doing what she's
They
doing.
had to take her down. Took all five
Take her down.
all 5 flight attendants. Take her down. Over the intercom.
Take her down. Hilarious.
She attempted to open the forward boarding door. So yeah,
That
would've
could
tackled
rip
her ass
the
too.
side of the plane off and destroy. That could rip the plane in half, I think.
yeah. That's the thing. They were like, okay, do we risk the potential backlash of duct taping this old woman to a fucking seat on an airplane?
Or do we die? Or do we risk it?
So here's the thing, 'cause she felt like she was, maybe claustrophobic or being
So
restrained
funny.
already by being in the plane.
Yeah, so now it's probably horrible.
They're like,
Let's
let's-
restrain her more.
let's duct tape. Is
I
there
know
some
how to
type
calm
of
her
box
down.
we could put her in?
I know how to calm her down. Let's restrain her more.
Yeah, that was a bold.
Can you just
strategy.
bonk her on the head with something?
Really, like was there a bottle on the plane? No, that's not what you want to do.
A bottle of chloroform or something? I don't know.
Chloroform. You're saying hit her with the chloroform bottle?
Yeah, great. There's a bottle of chloroform. Bonk him on the head with it. Oh, that's perfect. Probably right that.
Jeez,
That was some loud, cool music.
a car went by. I saw a car yesterday that had some really loud music,
Yeah, it was really annoying.
and it was, the type of thing that everybody would want to hear. Obviously.
Oh, yeah.
No, it was interesting. It was extremely loud, like loud enough that I, in my car, listening to a podcast, and him being like a car ahead of me on the like a lane over, I could still hear all this, and it was very loud. I don't know how it was for him or the person driving. It must be super loud in there, and like they just don't have eardrums anymore.
Yeah, I
Can't
mean,
hear shit. And then on the like his decal, like the one sticker that's on the car says, "Don't like the music," or it was like
I was just
music
being
too loud,
confrontational.
call 1-800 eat shit. It's like, who are you? What
It's
is
like,
this?
Were you just like the cool guy who plays music? It's like,
Like,
fuck
what?
you, my music's loud. What? Just
Like,
being,
what is that?
he's like welcoming violence. He's like welcoming a fight.
This is he probably knows jujitsu. I'm not gonna like.
He
do
probably
anything.
does. He's probably
He's
like,
I know.
wish-
I've been doing jujitsu just so I can do this.
yeah, just so I could finally fight someone one day because of my music. God, what
What an absolute winner.
yeah,
good life.
absolute cool guy who totally wears a
I
mask.
really know. Yeah.
Completely vaccinated.
Dude, I don't
this
wear a
one.
mask anymore. That shit's over. Are we
Yeah.
done with this? I think they basically said we're done with this on the news.
Yeah, it's over, man. There's no.
I do
it's
wear
fake.
a mask still. I'm just gonna do that until people are
Yeah.
comfortable, and like I guess when like if a place is saying it, then whatever.
Yeah, you know,
But
in the land of
Restaurants,
freedom.
it's weird.
Yeah.
You got to take your mask off to eat.
Yeah, it's bizarre. Like that's the thing. Restaurants were like
So like
kind of
it's-
gross before, but now they're really gross because now you have to take off your mask in there for a pandemic. And there's like a Delta variant, and then what is the other variant? I forgot the name.
It's
of it.
like the
Two
Sigma
variants.
Chi.
Yeah, the Sigma male variant or whatever.
The
The Sigma Chi Delta Gamma Phi
yeah.
variant.
they have their whole handshake thing.
Alpha Psi Bodega.
I saw this. I don't know why this was a thing or why people cared. about it, but I guess someone brought down a Lewis and Clark and Sacagawea statue in Charlottesville. What was wrong with that one?
Well, here's the thing. It's basically, I think we described this before. It's probably some racist guys. Was it
Well,
like?
who
Was
cares
it
about that one? I
left
don't even.
wing?
I honestly don't know. It could have been left wing. That's the thing. It could be a left wing person thinking that
That Lewis
that
and
was
Clark like enslaved Sacagawea or
something. She was the thing. I think I briefly read it, and it was like she was kneeling. The statue was like her kneeling behind them, standing up or something. So maybe it's her kneeling behind some white men, in something like that. But she is a tracker,
yeah. So she would
navigator.
be tracking and
navigator
looking at the
and stuff. I
ground.
don't know. She may be like doing stuff on the ground all the time. I think that was what I don't know the whole story.
Yeah, I'd have to
Lewis
get the
and
whole
Clark.
context.
So like maybe
hilarious.
we're in the wrong. Maybe we should go there and just punch that statue right in the face.
Yeah, once we're there, we should just like piss
like-
all over it.
Yeah, I think maybe just put it in a museum.
Yeah, well, the thing is,
There's probably a Lewis and Clark museum or whatever.
well, what would be funny? Yeah, put it. I mean, the thing is, like, literally, there's probably what did someone like the thing is we have the whole story is not there. We could assume that like
Let's just assume
some
everything.
people.
No,
All right, so
like-
let's just assume like some
What
people.
was this? Zesty News?
Yeah,
This is the
zesty
segment.
news. So it's the zesty news segment. Here it is. That's real zesty. So let's just assume like what the fun. We'll describe the hilarious like sides of this. Either because it is a Native American, statue, like honoring the Native or whatever it is, just having them there. The whole story is probably bullshit anyway. There's no way that happened, or maybe it did, or there's no way it happened the way everyone thinks it happened. It's all
They met up
jumbled
with
I'm sure.
Johnny Appleseed along the way.
Yeah, he planted some trees.
Paul
and,
Bunyan, and they rode his
Yeah, and they
cow
chopped
thing.
the trees down, and Johnny Appleseed was like, "The fuck, Paul Bunyan, you piece of shit." And then he kicked him in his bunion.
he was
'cause he
a,
has bunions.
He was a tree cutter, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was like an ass. Oh, jeez.
The first of the
Yeah, it was like, oh, he's so cool.
Deforesters.
How he's deforesting everything, but they couldn't
Is
do
that-
anything. He's a giant, so he's
is
like just.
Paul Bunyan deforestation propaganda.
That's. I think it probably most likely was. Yeah. Oh, he's cool. He's chopping down the trees. Yay! Chopping down the trees, Paul. Whee!
It's a giant genetically modified
Yeah,
cow.
it's just like a giant. Yeah, a
It's
giant
purple.
bull named Pluto or whatever. So
I don't remember
weird.
much from Paul Bunyan, honestly. That's about it.
Yeah, what a path we've strayed off onto talking about Paul Bunyan.
Dude,
now.
would Paul Bunyan stand a chance against Francis Ngannou, though?
I thought you were gonna say Sacagawea. Francis would probably kick his
Shit.
ass.
Uh,
But
all the colors of the wind.
the thing is, it's Pocahontas, man.
Oh,
But yeah, that story was horseshit too. All the stories are horseshit. But the thing is, if conservatives came and took it down, it's mainly because they're like, fine, you're gonna take down our statues, you racist asshole pieces of
That's
shit
the
that we
first thing
love.
that my mind went to.
Then we'll take down your statue of
But I
people
think-
you like, just because it's someone you like. Because we're fourth graders knocking down your pile of pencils.
I
'cause you
believe
knocked down my
because it was a
crayons.
Fox News article that it's the left wing people taking down the statue, or not wanting the statue there,
Okay.
taking it down, or
Are the
whatever they did.
conservative-
toppled? It says. I don't know.
So-
what that means.
And it's funny because are they going to start now trying to be on the side of Native Americans after saying Andrew Jackson's one of the best presidents ever?
That'd be weird.
Because that's gonna. They'll do it as long if it's convenient to take against the left. They'll take that side that they previously took like every side against.
That's
It's
how it
pretty
goes.
funny. Yeah, but basically,
Does
or
this look like an Oreo or pizza?
Mm.
From far
It's
away,
like
it
a
probably looks
burnt-
like an Oreo, but
oh my
it's a burnt
god,
pizza.
yuck!
I don't know why this is on my phone.
It's pretty hilarious, but
And no one will ever see it.
yeah, it's pretty
Oh.
cool. You should keep that on there. Make that your screensaver.
You know
But
what?
or
Okay.
if it's a left wing group, they're just removing it probably because it's racist or whatever. But yeah, it is a left wing group that's doing it and stuff. Are they
Yeah, I
like?
think it was. But
Ugh,
the statue thing, I don't get.
it's so
either
dumb.
way.
It's symbolistic
it's-
garbage.
It's a statue. You gotta
Symbolistic crap.
move on. To
Yeah,
bigger-
it
bigger
doesn't matter.
things.
Like it
Either way,
literally.
I don't know. Put them in a museum where they
That's
probably
probably where it's going.
they erode less in a museum anyway.
Yeah. So it'd be more protected. It's honoring it better than keeping it out in the weather. But like it's so weird. What a weird thing to like keep on harking away on. But that's that's what they know their base cares about. They know they care about just statues and like the flag and that's it. 'Cause they're just so morally empty and bankrupt. It seems that side and fake elections or whatever. But yeah, I mean the group, whoever it was, the left wing group, it's probably some sort of what?
Holograms.
Yeah, holograms. Yeah, it's some sort of left-wing group, I guess. It's like whatever, racist, and or they think it's racist or something. But like also the conservatives are probably gonna run over there and say you're just trying to strip away like American white man or whatever accomplishments or something, trying to get rid of that. Remember when they were like freaking out, like they'll come for the history books next after they knock down this statue. It's like good. I hope they do.
Guess
their
who came
horse
for the
shit.
history books? Ron DeSantis.
Yeah, actually, Ron DeSantis is gonna do that, and they're like, "Oh,
Yeah.
good day outside." Wow, not paying attention. Like, yep. See, they want to come for the history books and like sanitize them even further. They're already like a super flowery
History
representation of history. So,
Yeah.
like, I mean, there's like hardly any focus on like the Manifest Destiny and the Trail of Tears and all that stuff, and
Manifest
all
Destiny,
the terrible
dude.
shit that happened back then, just slavery and all that. But they just want to like discount all that stuff because it has to be like a clean version. Like America can't look bad anywhere. We just have to look the best in all situations. It's insane.
We were looking pretty good over July 4th weekend with that heat wave. This was weird. I saw this like headline. I swear it was written like this on purpose, but they put this temperature, they put this number first to like scare people or some shit. It's like scorching weekend heat expected to hit 30 million people in the West with temps up to 130 degrees. So it's like,
oh my god.
I don't know. I was like scrolling past that, and it's like scorching weekend to hit 30 million degrees. Like what the?
degrees.
But they put
Hilarious.
the way they did it. They put the words on top of each other. Like scorching is the first line, and then the second line down million, and then they stretched degrees to the bottom thing. So it's literally scorching million degrees is like the first thing you're afraid of seeing. Really, I feel like, but it's
so weird.
and then they list the thing. That's just weird to list it afterwards.
It's like, how about maybe just putting the title on the thing of what's happening instead of being dishonest? Is it because
Should
no
there
one
be something
cares?
against clickbait titles? Like, you can lie all you want in your article, but the title has to be accurate.
It's so bizarre.
People only read the title.
yeah, it's so
we're all
weird.
guilty of doing that at some point, but
Yeah.
I just scrolled past a picture of some ribs. Oh
Just got
man,
reminded of ribs.
yeah, dude. There's something about ribs. There's something about the act.
They are
of eating
good.
Some meat or some ribs like that. It's just when they're fall
Yeah.
off the bone.
Mm-hmm. It's like just right. The flesh. Vegans.
You know, there's that weird, but
yeah.
maybe we need a pellet smoker.
Yeah, we need to get one of those for sure.
Oh my god, I dropped something.
Even the vegans get it because they eat meat secretly.
They want meat.
They secretly eat in their house.
Watermelons and stuff, and
That's
it looks red.
like,
wow, that's not
smoked watermelon barbecue. It's like, what is even going on with this
Do
shit?
not bring that to my house.
If literally there was ever a situation, I think you just Gallagher the thing, right? You're like, all right, cool, let me go make a sledgehammer real
I would
quick
try it.
out of
I
wood.
guess.
I would not.
I would not. You disrespect their gift.
Yes, completely. Wholeheartedly
Yeah.
disrespected.
I think you gotta.
They must disrespect it. That's not a food. Cooking a watermelon. It's like, how about a raw one? That's like out of the
Raw one.
fridge.
Noodles.
They got it wrong twice. Okay, having a watermelon instead of meat and then making it hot.
Yeah. I don't want a hot watermelon ever. I saw. I don't know what we were watching, but it was like a cooking show or a nature show where someone went to an area where there's a watermelon patch out in like the middle of the desert, and I know
Definitely
that's not a
hot.
good watermelon. That's not gonna be. It may be refreshing if you're already out in the desert, I guess, but
yeah,
a warm watermelon is not a refreshing thing to eat.
no,
It's got to be cold.
yeah,
or
it's
like
gotta
maybe in the
be
freezer for like a little bit to get a little bit of frost and
Yeah.
get chilled.
something.
Oh my god! And it turns into like ice cream if you keep it in there. It's not like the same, but if you keep it in there for the right amount of time and don't leave it in there for the entire day by accident, like I do,
Yeah,
then it's good. But
Yep.
yeah.
hilarious.
Yeah.
Watermelons.
What's next for Conor McGregor?
Oh
I
my
want to go
God,
back to
talk
that
about
because
it,
let's
All
just
right,
do
we
it.
should. Yeah, but
What's the
like,
next step? What's the direction that you take after recovery? And
Uh,
I guess it all hinges on if he's okay or not.
Yeah, I mean, you just
It's the
gotta like
same.
obviously get through all the stuff. He had surgery last night. You said, or
I guess
I
so.
think so. I think I heard that. I don't know. But yeah, so if he's had that, then that's fine. They probably got a chance to look at everything.
What does this
The
mean
sooner
for
the better.
UFC?
I mean, it means money, money, money for the UFC, basically. Like, they'll just drum up all the drama again.
They're not
like
going to
we
let him
said.
retire.
No, he's not going to retire.
I don't think he would anyway.
He's going to want to come back even more now. I mean, this is going to even more of a comeback story. If he can come back and actually beat Poirier, that'd be crazy.
That'd be weird. I
He's
think
a
he could get
comeback
people's sympathy on his side if he plays the cards right.
Yeah, but basically,
Like he might go back to Nice McGregor after this.
that's weird, yeah. Might fight Nate and then maybe move up to,
Nate Dogg.
fight the Nate Dogg. And then,
Will he? I don't know. In a year, like 8 months to a year, I don't know how long he's gonna be out.
He'll probably just want to fight Poirier again, just right off the bat. Start
Maybe
talking about his
maybe
wife
Poirier
again.
will say no. Fuck you. I won that. I was winning that. I won the second one,
Yeah,
and then
he
you're
might.
done. You're not the same. I don't know. Maybe he'll do that.
Not the same.
But he's already said we're not done. Kind of
Yeah.
a couple of times already. So, but that was right after the fight. He was pretty angry. Maybe in a year's time he won't want to open that up again.
Yeah, maybe not.
And maybe it would. He'd be like, it would hurt McGregor more if we didn't fight.
Yeah.
So
It's like, yeah, you know what? I can get to him if I just don't fight him.
it'll eat at him more.
It's like when you beat someone in a video game. They're like, come on, one more. You're like, no,
You're
I
like,
think we can.
I'm
Yeah, but-
pretty tired.
Yeah, but
I
yeah,
don't know.
the power move.
They're like
The power move. And then
power
like,
of the sun
hilarious.
in the palm of
The power of the sun in the palm of my. That is so funny. Oh man, you know what's also so funny? I was driving in a parking lot, or out of a parking lot, and I drove by this van. And I already told you about this, but I just wanted to say it on the cast. It looked like it was like the little tiny Dodge vans. They're not like the camping side, the Sprinter van, but like the even smaller one, like the very compact. I don't know. It looks like it's. Oh my god, I don't even know what to call them, but they're very small. It's and it's the what are they? The French door, the hatch or whatever it is. Not French door, just the two doors that open in the back. But this one, it's hilarious. I don't know jack shit about cars, but like this one, it looked like literally a grenade had gone off, like in the back, or some sort of explosion.
Yeah,
had
he
happened.
said there was like a
Oh
peeled
my
back
God.
metal kind of.
I've never seen this before. I've never seen it. It was literally just a round hole kind of in the van and like jagged metal as if something just exploded either outward.
To escape.
Yeah, or like blew out of it or something or whatever because it was and then it was just like haphazardly covered with plastic. And
like
shit.
they taped the plastic to it.
Oh yeah, it was just like drop cloth just on there. It was like, of course, ripping because of the jagged metal cutting into it. And I wasn't about to like whip out my phone because like I don't know if someone was in there. I don't know if they were gonna like
Yeah, you don't wanna,
start running after the car and I'd have to like haul ass out of the parking lot, or they'd like kick my car. I don't want that.
Can't have it.
Yeah, or throw a grenade at my car or whatever.
There are some weird events driving around
Yeah.
anywhere really, but Florida's an interesting place to just observe. People watch.
Yeah,
And,
it's fascinating.
yeah, even the
Fascinating.
car watch. Welcome to
Oh,
the
yeah.
car watch.
Gotta watch.
Something like that, but we're pretty sure that our next cars are going to be electric, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna strive for that.
I would, yeah, I'd hope so. I hope my car lasts that long, to where, I can get a nice thing. The Dodge muscle car that looks
Yeah,
pretty cool. It's the electric muscle car. I don't know if we can even show a picture of that legally.
probably not. As long as
there
it's not,
really
like,
isn't much
90.
out about it.
Yeah.
That comes out in like 2025. Cybertrucks are coming out. I guess at the end of this year.
2025. My goodness.
Yeah, Tesla's got a little bit of a head start on these guys,
Yeah.
but everybody seems to be catching up. Ford, Dodge, and all these American companies are outsourcing the battery making, like and all the technology for the car, I guess, for like to other companies,
Mhm.
and being like, we need to compete here.
Yeah. But even then, like the Harley Davidson motorcycle or whatever is like 20 grand. Like
It was
so
like they weren't even
ridiculous.
making it cheaper than, or
Yeah.
like even the same price as a regular. I mean, they're not really all cheap motorcycles there, but they have some that are like $7,000.
Yeah, they could make them like I don't know, 14 or 15,000, not 20
Yeah.
grand.
And
Maybe
who knows how
10,000.
much? Sorry.
I mean, it's just like prohibitively expensive. It's like an incentive to just keep on buying the loud. And motorcycles are just so loud. Why do people like those?
I have no idea. If it didn't need to be that loud, like it doesn't now.
Yeah.
With the technology that we have,
Put a
I don't know why.
muffler,
anyone
even
would
before
want it to
that.
be- People like the loudness for some reason.
Awful. Absolutely awful.
I guess if you're like, oh, that sounds good, that's a good sounding engine.
I
then
guess.
that's
I mean,
one
it's
thing,
just
but
so
who
fucking
wants
loud
that?
though. I've always been like
Um,
anytime someone's like, "Oh man, listen to this motorcycle," I'm like, "Oh my god, here, okay,
Why? I heard it
all
already.
right, cool. Let me act.
Far
Let
away.
me fight putting my ears in my fingers in my ears.
Ears in your fingers.
Yeah, ears in my fingers. Because people judge that too. It's like, oh, yeah, you don't like things that are loud. It's like, no, it hurts my ears. I don't know. Maybe I've just blown out my ears with loud music enough, which is weird because I've listened to loud music a lot, but like not that loud, like a maniac. Ugh. But yeah, it's just I don't know. It's a fucking weird
Anyway,
thing.
electric
Human.
cars.
Back to electric cars. Back to that. That was hilarious. Jackasses. Why
I don't know. I like Cybertrucks.
Yeah.
I like the utility of that. I would have to get a little bit used to the look. I think the back is the thing that doesn't look good.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's a little bulky. I think they should have like
It's a box.
cut that whole thing in half, like at the like horizontally maybe, and that back
Yeah.
part, and maybe just had the top thing. I don't know how they could have made it look better, but I guess I like that. But a muscle car appeals to me. Like the body style.
So, yeah, sure, for certain.
You never,
For
and
sure.
we don't know how much that's gonna cost. They didn't really put a price there.
Hopefully, it's not like 90 grand.
But not every company has affordable electric cars at this point. They're like, oh, we're gonna have an electric car out in 2 years, but it's gonna be
It's gonna be $100,000.
at least $75,000.
Only gonna be $200,000.
Okay, doesn't really force the market that much, but
Yeah.
at least you're
Alright.
putting something out.
Yeah, good job, I guess. A little pat on the back.
Little one, a small
Short
pat on the
applause. My God.
back.
Electric shit. Saw this hilarious clickbait video on YouTube. I didn't watch it. I just kept on scrolling. What if we covered the whole Sahara Desert with solar panels
I
or
think I
something?
saw
It's
that
like,
too.
I
Would
don't
that
know.
work?
What if?
Would that
I
work?
have no idea.
That sounds like a decent thing to try.
What would it be for? Like, what would it help? Just like cities?
Continue talking or whatever. But
Say
like,
what? Oh, okay.
um,
Just searching for
yeah, I may
content.
scour
Hilarious.
for videos, but I was hoping I'm just
Wow.
we were talking about electric cars.
Never done a
and,
live search
The
before.
cars were yes we have. The cars were
Oh, yeah.
what we were discussing, and
Not for videos. The cars have what we were discussing now. It's just basically like the lack of urgency by these companies to get a more affordable car out. They're always so expensive. The what was it? The Audi one was like it was like $99,000. I checked, and it's a
Yeah.
concept. It's not even. They didn't have a solid car to get into.
and are we supposed to everybody switches over by 2030 or 2035 was the
I mean, how's everyone supposed to afford that? I mean, the government's
You
going to
can't
have
right
to
now.
start doing some sort of incentive, which they
there
never
are
do
incentive programs,
in other
and
countries.
I think they would what they'll do is they'll do it for Ford and GM.
I hope so.
And, or those companies, like American companies. I don't know what they would do with Tesla, even though that's an American company.
Yeah, they probably don't really like him, but they do nothing but throw money at GM and all those other companies. Not Ford as much, but pretty much, I'm sure they get money too. I mean, there's no way they don't. They're a huge corporation in America. I'm sure they get money from the American government for like nothing. So maybe they could use that money or give them, I guess, more piles of money to like maybe incentivize them to create and mass produce affordable electric cars, because oh my God, capitalism, it's running amok, really. I mean, it's really starting to run amok. It's just going to come to a point where profit motive is just going to destroy so much shit. I mean, it's already doing that, but like there's going to come a point where it's going to be like, okay, we got to save things. We got to make sure the human race can persist and keep on buying stuff. You know, like if no one's around, they got to stop with the basically, you know, fucking around and make them start mass producing, you know, cool looking, not clunker pieces of shit, but actual cars that do not have emissions to you know, try and stop at least that portion of climate change
People just want a good-looking
perpetuation.
electric car.
Yeah, why not make a not ugly one?
The way they started with like hybrids,
They're always
was not
so gross.
the best implementation of that, I don't think. But I guess it took that to get to now. Even people still don't like the Teslas.
Yeah,
They went a little aggressive with the Cybertruck.
they did.
That's gonna be its own market. It'll sell.
Yep.
It'll do its thing. Jeep is gonna have an electric thing. All the trucks are gonna be, or will have their electric models. I don't know if it's gonna release or reduce emissions that much. There's gonna have to be a lot of other
Mm-hmm.
efforts, I think, but I don't know if these heat waves or snowstorms or whatever is going on is just gonna keep getting worse until we did watch that last climate change thing on
Mm-hmm.
Netflix, right? David
Yeah.
Attenborough.
That's why I'm kind of saying, capitalism. I'm not like against capitalism, but I just
No.
want a heavily regulated, leased form of it. I just don't
Yeah,
want it to run
I think-
amok like it's doing. Basically,
Yeah,
I'm not a
that.
communist, but like, it's just
certainly think we
can't.
can try things.
Yeah,
that
it's like
would-
we could probably try to not dump a bunch of plastic bags in the ocean.
And it's not like
Maybe?
the only incentive is
Ridiculous.
A healthier Earth, but that's a good enough one, I think, to do something
Yeah.
about it.
It's been
we-
the argument the whole
Yeah.
time. This is the only planet we know that we can inhabit right now, so maybe not
At this
just
point,
destroy
yeah.
it.
Hasn't gasoline powered vehicles and like internal combustion vehicles
Yeah.
run its course and gotten as good as they can possibly get?
Obviously, they have like 30 years ago, because, or maybe even 40 years ago, because the internal combustion engine has not gotten more efficient. It's maybe a
gotten
little bit
Pretty
of
stagnant,
progress.
right?
Very stagnant. We just have the same car, the
Electric
Kia
has
Sorento.
some
Yeah.
a lot of room for
All the
innovation.
room. It's got all. I mean, it's
Yeah.
brand new. We could have brand new, different looking stuff. Throw
I'm
out the other
so down.
concepts.
At this point, as well for the entertainment vehicle thing.
Oh yeah,
'Cause that's gonna be awesome. I don't
That's
care
great.
what people say, because they're gonna be like, oh well, that's like this. Okay,
Yeah.
we already everything else is for
Oral
entertainment
diarrhea.
already. World diarrhea.
I said oral diarrhea. I should
I
have
thought you
said
said
verbal diarrhea.
World diarrhea. Like,
World diarrhea.
like that's your evil plan.
Instead of world domination. No, not world domination. World diarrhea. It's like
Write that
diarrhea,
down.
man. Yeah, that's definitely right. Down, world diarrhea.
What were we saying right before that?
Oh, we were talking about the new possibilities of
the entertainment vehicle.
of the
Okay.
entertainment. We've said this before on the podcast, or I might have said that, but the experience of driving to and from places is becoming more centralized toward the entertainment and getting humans. It should be at least getting humans off of the concentration of the road and letting an AI that knows,
do it.
that
Yeah.
can communicate properly and rationally and logically with the vehicles around it. And
Let's take human error out of it.
yeah, basically. I
um,
mean, every
Once
time.
once
Yeah.
it's good enough to take over, we'll do that. But I think even if there are some things that go wrong with the AI or with self-driving, whether or whatever they want to call it, in whichever company does it, I think there's still going to be way less than what human error causes. What didn't we look up? There was 500,000 truck accidents alone a year.
Yeah, that's only true. That's only commercial trucking. So semi trucks delivering things to store like wherever. So that's all.
Jeez.
That's all it was, I think, and that's all human error. And even in the cases where an AI car crashes or something, it's because a person on the exterior of that car, inside of their car.
16,438 car crashes per day.
So
in
that's
the United
just
States-
oh
in
my
the United
God.
States alone. So 16,000 car crashes a day. I think that could be better, way reduced with automation. It's not going to completely go away, and there's just never going to be a car accident again. But I think people get it twisted that it needs to be on all or nothing.
Yeah, what is this
solution.
garbage where it's like it's fine with the death penalty where like 4% of the people die and they're like, oh, it's cool. But then like if like there's a thing going on with cars where people just die and we could cut it in half, cut in half. But people don't want that. Or maybe even dramatically reduce it like by 75%. Even that. And people will be like, no, it's too weird. We still want to just drive the car. It's like, okay, I mean, you should probably still have the freedom to drive. Maybe there's like separate roads. We could we could segregate. You know what? We could segregate the people who want to drive still on a separate road, and then like new roads for people who don't want to drive. Could be that's probably the Hyperloop. I mean,
Yeah, Hyperloop could be cool.
Yeah.
I think there's still a couple of companies doing that, and I don't even know if those are just going to be made anytime soon, or if they're still being completed. But I'd like to be able to travel pretty far in 30 minutes like that, 700 something miles an hour.
Yeah, I mean that'd be cool. Go down to
Miami.
yeah, New Atlantis, and then
New
check out
Atlantis.
the Atlantis Zoo.
Plus, the thing with the
Zoo.
Hyperloop, it negates the need to have like a
Yeah.
car that can go in water, because you travel right from the loop to the underwater city.
Yeah.
And I
Well-
don't know, maybe it's nice. Maybe there's little domes underneath the water.
Yeah, it'd be cool.
It'll be a lot of pressure
Yeah.
down there, but
Yeah. Yeah.
that's the price you pay. Scuba diving in the ancient ruins of Miami is going to be
It's gonna be weird.
very weird. A lot of sharks. I wouldn't do it.
You know, it's gonna be bizarre. Is if we do it, that'll be more. Actually, probably the longest I've ever visited Miami. If we wind up doing that later in the future.
Well, we went to the zoo, and that was pretty cool.
Yeah, that was amazing. But
Um,
that was just a zoo.
Speaking of like wildlife, I don't know if this looks like a bunch of cactuses around this guy.
Cover's starting to smell. I think. Oh no. Oh, so he's. Oh wow. So awesome. This has led us to something hilarious.
Tranquilo, que está todo re bien, ¿ah? Yo te voy a sacar las atrás, pero necesito que haga un paso más.
Wow. Well, I mean, nature hates
How do you mess
bikers.
up this bad?
Nature
Well,
hates cyclists.
Really, all you need
Too.
to do is run into one bush.
Yeah, I
Or
mean,
like one
oh
cactus
my
on a bike like that. Oh, he can't move.
He's got them everywhere. I
They're in
mean,
his socks.
yeah, on his leg right there, on his other leg. On,
Y a sacarla del medio.
it's like
si
a
puede.
He got cactuses on his cactuses.
yeah. Oh,
Abrí
like
la
a
pierna.
cacti. Look at the big one on his ass. Oh my God, I didn't even see that.
Tranquilo,
Yeah.
tranquilo, que está
Oh my
todo re bien,
goodness.
¿ah?
He's
Oh, that's all the
yeah.
way
Atrás, pero
across.
necesito que haga un
Yeah,
paso
You
más.
can't open it.
Call the
with
paramedics probably, if there are
Yes.
any in this country.
Ahí
It
está,
probably is
vamos,
American. I
vamos,
don't know.
vamos. Y a sacarla del medio, si puede. Abrí la pierna.
It might not.
This
be
guy in the back with his hand on his head is like, oh,
It's like, God damn, looks like I might just have to shoot this guy.
yeah.
Yeah, I
honestly.
mean that that's on there. That
That's on there pretty
big.
good.
I've never seen that big of a cactus branch on someone.
I've only had one run in with a cactus. And it was I don't know, the whole rabbit ear cactus
Yeah, it was pretty
thing went
funny.
in my
I mean-
finger. It was funny. I was screaming. I was like, it's in me.
Yeah,
I think I told this story on here, but I was
Yeah, I think
running
you did.
around. Figured running would help.
might have
Like to run away from
just
my
run it
cactus
off.
problems.
run off the anxiety. But yeah, wow, how is that even? I mean, this must be. I don't know what sort of species of cactus that is. But I, as a child, like I think when I was like 5, I hardly even remember this. I think I remember some of it, but I just like thought it was a good idea to like just grab a saguaro cactus
Mm.
with both hands, just like
Bold.
grabbing it. Yeah, yeah.
That's
Pretty good
hundreds of little things.
A
in there.
bunch. Yeah, there were a lot. There were a lot. Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's it.
But yeah, I don't know how to even like the thing is they're basically reacting the same way we would. How do you even approach getting the cactus? Because if you grab it, you're gonna get stuck with stuff.
Nah.
There are no gloves really that I mean unless they're like really really like maybe like a oh my God, like a Kevlar glove or something, because leather gloves they just get injured. So yeah, I don't even know how you help that guy. You can like kick him off of him, I guess, probably. Break the quills off. I don't know. My God, that's gonna be like, oh geez, it sucks for the. He's gonna have like half the half the
Nightmares.
staff on one floor just picking needles out of him.
Yeah.
Ugh.
For a while.
Yikes!
He
Yikes!
needs some,
Yikes! Yikes! But yeah, I
good
mean,
stuff.
he looked like he was a cyclist, so I can't feel too bad.
And he's probably like in the road, and a car was like, "Oh my God, let me just nudge this guy off."
Let me just
little
open
bit.
my door and just.
Nudge him a little bit to the side because he's clearly in this
Yeah.
road and not the bike lane or the sidewalk where he belongs. So,
Yep.
uh,
You don't
Little-
own the road bikers.
yeah, you
Cyclists.
shouldn't be on there, honestly. No, I'm kidding, but I might not be.
Keep it ambiguous. Am I kidding or not? I don't know.
They're always the biggest cheaters in the Olympics. you know?
They are. It seems like it.
These cyclists, they just
Yeah.
get. What do they get?
All the steroids.
Didn't Lance Armstrong get like shark blood injected into him or something?
Yeah, it's like shark blood injected into the tip of his
Bear.
wiener or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Bear
It's a
juice.
mix of shark and bear blood, and
Yeah. And
that's what gave him the tenacity.
yep. Yeah, I think he drank just solid
Maybe that's what.
bull shark
yeah.
and bear semen mixed together.
That's the cocktail that wins championships out
Yeah.
here.
That's the new PED that's going through. They can't seem to figure out.
TJ
what's going on.
Dillashaw got suspended
Yes, yes,
for
he
that
had
for
that.
3 years, I believe.
3 years for drinking bear and bull shark semen. Put
Yeah,
together?
it's one of the most potent combos.
Oh my
They
god.
say there is.
I can't believe he got. What a psycho. Why would he drink that?
It just helped him so much, like the cardio that he gained, I think, and the just the endurance with the muscles,
Yeah.
because he was winning titles, and
Man.
they figured something out.
They're just
in
like,
his
this
pee.
piss is green.
Yeah, they're like, this is radioactive actually, and
Well, they took a sip and they're like,
yeah.
a little tangy, dude. Have
Little
you been taking any stuff? A little
that-
metallic.
Shark. Yeah.
Little metallic taste. Yeah, bear semen? I don't know.
And then
You've been drinking
Dillashaw jumped
semen.
out of a window, and
Wow, that's
ran away because they were onto him.
a
And
guilty action.
yeah,
It
USADA,
nonetheless.
USADA, the Drug Administration.
I think.
They they take that stuff really seriously, and they were looking for him for days. So yeah, hiding out in the woods, and
Really?
he was able to do it because of that
The
the
semen,
bear.
yeah.
Because of the semen. Yeah.
Wow, I cannot believe that. I mean,
Vicious.
yeah, that's. I think Ted Bundy did that. He jumped out the window.
Yeah.
Guilty.
Didn't
Wound
he
up
like
being
squeeze
guilty.
himself through a end of bit? Did he squeeze himself through like a vent or like a what did he do?
There's
Like
a
there was a
window.
hole in like the floor, right? And he squeezed himself through it. He like emaciated himself so he could it, like didn't eat for a while so he could fit through this vent to get out.
That might have been a different serial killer guy who wanted to get out and kill more people. I don't
Really?
know.
I thought that was Ted Bundy.
Well, he did escape. He escaped. The funny thing is, I think he escaped jail, and then he escaped like the custody before jail.
Somewhere in Colorado and just like was running around literally
Yeah.
in the mountains and stuff.
Yeah.
Like that's kind of where I got the
Yeah, it's pretty funny.
No, but he was running around for a couple of days. We watched the Bundy tapes.
It was a good tape. Good amount of tapes.
He got himself real skinny,
Yeah, I
And
think that's what he did. Yeah.
climbed up out of a vent or something. Did some weird
Jeez.
stuff. And,
Absolute insanity. Yeah, I mean, God, Dillashaw better get his.
yeah, he's getting a chance for redemption against the Sandman.
I think
Corey
he should.
Sandhagen.
Like,
Soon.
also,
A couple weeks, like 2 weeks.
so get knee in the face, get a nice knee to the chin, and that'll reset him on the right course.
The only thing is, Sandhagen is more of a striker. Dillashaw is a mauler.
I think Frankie Edgar's an artisanal cheese salesman now, right? He realized his actual path after he got knocked, knocked in the chin.
They
It's like,
say
you know what?
he wanted to
That's
do
what I
that
wanna
when he
do.
was younger, but the fighting took over. It was just something he wanted to do. But when
Then it
he
knocked
got
his brain back into it.
yeah, kind of got he was in a little bit of a regression, and
Yeah.
Frankie Edgar he regressed and is now back to his 17-year-old self, and he's just baking.
Well, that's great. But yeah, I mean, Dillashaw should, he's looking a little puffy too. I don't know. It's
You think he's back on the juice? Back on the sauce? I guess sauce and sticker.
the sauce, injected sauce right into you. But yeah, that's weird. I don't know why, honestly, and I think we've obviously said this before. I think, but just let him take steroids.
Just let him take
Yeah,
steroids.
just let him take steroids. Jizz should let him take steroids. Just let them take steroids. I mean, why not? It would
They
be
should be
so
able to.
much cooler.
Everyone in this fighting league should be
It's
on
so
those.
dumb.
Because it might be better for your bones and ligaments. to be on
Literally, it is better to get that
that, just for
healed.
the health benefits.
Yeah. So they're like, no, we want
See less
regular. Yeah, we want regular human garbage longevity that, like, you can get an injury at any time.
I will
instead of-
say.
What?
The extra strength gained from the steroids
They'll both
may
have it, though.
negate the healing properties of the.
They'll be breaking each other's arms faster than ever, but
They will be literally, I don't know, like breaking their wrists on people's face. I don't know.
it'd
Like
be kind of
that
cool
type
though.
It would be interesting to see, and that's what it's all about. Us.
Yeah, it'd be pretty crazy. But I mean, they should just let him take steroids. Just let him take whatever. I mean,
In the
everyone was having a
Olympics,
good time when
they
he was
should let
taking
do all
them.
that stuff too. Yeah.
Yeah, when Dillashaw was taking him, everyone was a fan of him. Wow, this guy's
He
awesome.
was having the time of his life, and everybody else was too. So.
Yeah, now he's not taking him. He's gonna lose.
Yeah, maybe he won't get that second win.
Yeah.
He's gonna get from the illegal drugs.
Oh my God, society. This illegal drugs as I drink my coffee and drink beer later, and then take a drug to go to sleep, and then take some more drugs to wake up, and then I'll get a headache. Let me take some drugs. We're all
Mhm.
fine with
Don't
certain
take those
types
drugs on
of
an empty
drugs.
stomach, Jay.
Yeah, I guess they're
Take
fine.
2 drugs before you take 2 drugs, and then
Yep.
take 2 drugs. I don't know. Don't
Yeah,
take drugs though.
These are all drugs that have just been established, I guess, in the in the community of the United States.
Mhm.
So
Yeah. And the world.
saw
I
a
guess.
funny meme this morning while taking a shit. I'll just end it here.
Oh,
I guess
yeah?
close to this. It was a quote. Stop smoking weed near the children, and then it says the generation who smoked weed. I'm gonna do this on my own. I'm gonna take it. Do an editorial here. Who smoked cigarettes with the windows rolled up with their cars inside, or their cars inside the car, their children inside the car. So I mean, it's just isn't it so funny?
And in every closed room.
Everywhere, and they're like, stinky weed. It's like I could not live in the 70s. I would never. I mean, I just do the same thing I'm doing right now. I would never go out because I want to smell.
But you have to be out
cigarette.
all the time because if you're in,
God,
that's just enclosed.
That's the
cigarettes.
thing. There's no and there's no entertainment.
Well, back in that time, you would just go outside and I guess
just
find
some
a piece
stuff.
of grass to play with or something.
I don't know, but like. There were cigarettes fucking everywhere. Now they're complaining. It's just so funny. The generation that is no leg
godless
to stand
time.
on. Huh?
70s. Sounds like a godless time.
That's a good year. But like
every year before this one, everybody's like,
that's a good one. Oh my god. Literally no leg to stand on. They're like, ew, it stinks. It's like, what? My god. The chimneys are like, get out of here, you smoky.
Oh man,
it's so hilarious. But yeah,
that didn't feel like an hour and 20.
No, it felt different than an hour and 20.
Yeah. But wow.
It felt like 20.
I was surprised I went to sleep as well as I was able to last night. I guess.
Yeah,
I'm not
seeing that
surprised,
cool leg break at
Yeah,
12
that was
at 1 a.m.
a little sad. It kind of took the air out of the room, and I was like,
Yeah.
well, that's not the way you want to end that. But I don't know. I don't know what that's going to lead to. That throws a wrench in the UFC. But anytime that McGregor fights, it's going to be an event. Or like the biggest thing in sports every single time. Pretty amazing.
Yep.
And he went a little Anakin there, but he may have brought it back to, we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. That was another wonderful episode of the Big Chillin' Podcast. If you enjoyed this, be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you.
That was the Big Chillin' Podcast.